all right. YouTube. What's the big old deal, man? It's y'all favorite hood partner, Big Nina Boy. And we back with another video, man. Man, we got to talk about it, man. It looks like Indian Red Boy situation have resurfaced to the internet. I gotta say this, man. These youngsters don't really understand, man, like what life mean. They don't even know what life is about, man. Y'all gotta be careful of what you say and how you carry yourself, because the power of the tongue speak life and death, homie. And I know that might be cliche to some of y'all, but y'all got to be careful about saying you ain't scared to die. You don't care about dying. If y'all remember Indian Red Boy, man, he actually went viral with Capone from Inglewood family. Two young gentlemen from, Inglewood decided to go over there and spray paint Nipsey Hussle's mural and, just disrespect his legacy. These kids was young, dumb at that time, making bad choices, homie. And, it's sad, but Indian Red Boy lost his life, man. You know what I'm saying? Playing with these streets, man. A lot of y'all don't realize that y'all got sons and nephews. Some of them might not make it this year. I'm going to be honest with you. So I'm going to always tell y'all, make sure, if you really love your loved ones, homie, go get some life insurance on them. Because it ain't no more fish fries and car washes. Them days over with. These kids barely want to get a job. They go work at McDonald's. I ain't working at McDonald's. That's for some suckers. They don't want a job. If you go look at every little fast food joint, you don't see us up in there. You see every other ethnicity. They don't care about how we being perceived. You know what I'm saying? You can't even take a woman to a Cheesecake Factory no more. Do I look like Cheesecake Factory? You look like somebody whose stomach growling. You understand what I'm saying? So times have changed, man. I think we overvalue ourselves. I think we think we're too good to do certain things because of social media. Social media have changed the dynamic of what we are, who we are, and how we supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody seek attention and everybody care about people's opinions. So with that being said, man, we got some content coming from Respectable Rants, man. He always coming with that new shit. I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? I said I'm gonna watch this with y'all, but it's sad because the way we seen him lose his life, you know what I'm saying? It just goes to show that at the end, everybody get caught. Everybody, every time we hear about somebody dying and it's hitting the internet, majority of the time, them dudes get caught. It's not like they get away and they go ahead and become rich and make some of themselves. They get caught. And I tell people all the time, man, when y'all watch my lives, man, the game is 60% mental, 40% physical, homie. You know what I'm saying? I understand, like, necessary violence. I'm at that age where I don't believe in unnecessary violence, bro. If it's necessary violence, oh yeah, nigga, like a Chevy, I'm with all of that. I'm to the extreme measures of necessary violence. I'm all for that. But the unnecessary violence, acting off of emotion and all that shit, that's child's play, man. But before we get into that, man, I want to hit y'all with some topic real fast, man. Y'all want to know how y'all seeing a lot of these cats in the streets having money and shit? They barely can read or write. You ain't never seen them hit a lick. They incompetent. They can't really do certain shit. This is why right here, man. So I hope y'all tune in and pay attention. Let's go.
This is what they was talking about when they was saying get the 9 to 5, huh? See, I tried to tell y'all yesterday. Somebody, Trap LA, he posted this right here, right? Trap LA, the confidential informants, workers' compensation, the salary that they paying in California, right? For confidential informants. I keep telling y'all, man, go get a 9 to 5, a job, because they got real 9 to 5s for confidential informants.
Check, can y'all see how much those salaries are being paid for confidential informants? You wondering why you seeing that dude in that new Benz. You wonder why you see him with the jury on. You don't never see him hit a lick. He's always in the hood every freaking day. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro, I swear to God, some of the popular cats that's in your community are confidential informants. You see what I'm saying? They always around, they always on the scene, and they have definitely probably stepped up the way they infiltrate their communities, bro. Y'all got to stop being dumb, homie. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is my boy Terry Rowland too, man. Shout out to my brother, man. I grew up with this nigga since elementary. Los Angeles, $100,000 to be a confidential informant. $100,000. Yeah, you see and you got to watch out because the ones that be having the big flamboyant personality, the ones that just act like they don't give a shit, and they go to jail, catch small cases, and always get back out, but they portray to be the most craziest. How is that possible? Everybody go to jail when you in the streets gangbanging, bro. Especially if you're an active member, you're going to jail. It ain't no in between. Only way you don't go to jail unless you one of them niggas that's just quiet in the cut and you the tag along. And even then, niggas go tell you to jump in the car and you might catch a case with them, bro. No gangbanger. If you gangbang in California, bro, you're going to jail. I don't care how you cut that. Nigga better not say, oh, nigga, I'm a real nigga. I ain't never went to jail, nigga. How? Shit, I think I'm one of the smartest niggas, and I went to jail several times. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like to be around niggas and shit. Nigga, all that open your ass and cough and putting it, hell no, nigga. I started saving money to get a lawyer. You understand me? But let's finish playing this out so we get to Indian Red Boy. Let's go.
They paying big. $50 an hour, $100,000 a year. That's more than what some teachers getting paid. So that means they rather pay the confidential informant more than they paying our teachers. That's to let y'all know. I keep telling y'all better stop listening to y'all lying ass big homies. I'm just saying, y'all see I got my work vest on. I'm do construction. Yeah, I'm just saying they giving 9 to 5s for confidential informants. So that letting y'all know the streets is not where it's at. Go get a 9 to 5, a real 9 to 5, or you see what happened. They paying people to tell on y'all to lock y'all ass up. I'm going to say it again. They paying people that's supposed to be y'all homeboys or in y'all circle to tell on y'all to lock y'all ass up. I showed y'all about the little dirt shit yesterday. I told y'all this been going on for years, 80% of your hood. So now it go from 80 to 95% because I didn't know this. Trap LA just a goddamn. Jesus motherfucking Christ. Look at here. I just wanted to tell y'all that, though. Y'all go about y'all day. Y'all need to think about that, man. Fuck what your big homies say, man.
Hey, look, let's keep it real. Let's go down the list. Los Angeles, $50 an hour. Appreciate the super sticker. $50 an hour, right? That's $100,000 cap, right? $100,000 a year. Long Beach is number 2 for top confidential informants, $49.45 an hour, which is $102,000. So Los Angeles, $104,000. Long Beach, $102,000. Santa Monica, $47 an hour, $97,760, right? So $97,760 a year. Pasadena, $46.25. That's $96,200. I can't see that one right there, man. It's California, whatever that is. That's $45. That's $95,000 a year. Sacramento, $43.62. That's $90,728 a year. You cannot convince me that the cats that you seeing in your neighborhood, you know they ain't out here killing nothing. They not out here selling no drugs, but they always got cash on them. They always got the jewelry. You won't never go see them hit no licks. Oh, let's say Glendale, California. That's $95,160. Start asking yourself, homie, start thinking. You got to start realizing just the niggas that be talking about committing crimes just openly in front of everybody that's reckless. That's just why would somebody even engage in that conversation not caring about getting caught? You see what I'm saying? Unless they got a safety net. Y'all got to make sure, bro. I know y'all see the niggas with the jury on. You see the niggas that, you know what I'm saying, got the females because all it take is money. You see what I'm saying? You have some money in the streets, they coming. Trust me. You got some money, they go flock to your car. They want to go out to eat and you about to go get a table at the club. You getting the bottles and the liquor and you getting hotel rooms. They coming. Trust me, you getting the Sprinter van, you driving that out of state and shit, and you got extra bedrooms, they coming. They coming. As soon as you don't have that shit no more and all that shit, they out of there. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, women are loyal to their feelings. They're not loyal to what they think. They're loyal to how they feel. So, let's get to this content though, man. I just want to make sure that y'all understood that these are the yearly prices for confidential informants. So LA, 100,000. Come on, man. Some of these niggas that's been in these hoods ain't never seen 5-10,000. And some of y'all niggas treat them niggas like shit. So now them niggas went ahead and said, shit, man, you talking about 100,000. It's some losers that probably were losers from whatever hood or community y'all from. All of a sudden they own now. Now they got the big confidence that they grabbing their nuts. Come on, man. Y'all pay attention, man. They out there. Confidential informants, they watching, they telling, and they the ones that's acting like they not scared to go to jail because they got that safety blanket. They paying way more than a teacher. They paying way more than any nigga that work a 9 to 5, bro. Watch out for the niggas who always wearing all the jewelry and all the new designer, but they don't never do nothing or never go nowhere. They never putting in. Y'all got to watch out for those type of people, bro. With that being said, let's get to the content. Let's get it. Let's go.
Like, you ain't got nothing on you right now. What would you do, fool? Damn about that, fool. I got these.
Blah, blah, blah.
What the
Breaking news, a homicide investigation underway right now in Hawthorne.
We watched the coroner just wheel the body away. It is a male in his 20s that was shot and killed. Inside this car, there are a lot of bullet holes inside that windshield.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about Capone 5, aka Infant Capone from the Rolling Hundreds. We're going to cover everything, like how he would be arrested and sentenced for the murder of Indian Red Boy, to how he would still catch more cases while in the county jail. Then we're also going to break down how his two co-defendants would be from 5-5 neighborhood, and they would take the stand on him. But let's dive into it. And like we said, Infant Capone, aka Capone number 5, would be from the Rolling Hundreds, aka the Westmont district. And as a kid, he would be in and out of juveniles and YAs, but we're going to start off with his first adult case. And his first adult arrest would happen on November 26th of 2020, and he was arrested at the age of 18. And he would be arrested and charged for 1 count of evading police, 1 count of carrying a concealed weapon in a vehicle, and 1 count of unlawful firearm activity. He would then have to sit in the county jail for about 4 months fighting this case, but on March 25th of 2021, they would allow him to post a $35,000 bail. He would then be able to fight this case from the streets for the next 5 months, but on August 30th of 2021, he would take a plea deal on this case, and he would plead no contest to count 1, which is evading police, and he would have the other 2 counts dismissed. And on that day of August 30th of 2021, they would give him 3 years of probation. He would then be a free man for a little over 3 months, but on December 14th of 2021, he would be arrested again, and this time it would be for a major case. And on this case, him and 2 others would be arrested for 1 count of murder, and he would be charged with possession of a firearm by a felon. But as you can see to the right, the offense dates July 8th of 2021, which would be a whole 5 months before he was even arrested. And on that day of July 8th of 2021, somebody named Zareel Rivera, who was 21 years old, was shot and killed in Hawthorne. And Zareel Rivera would actually be Indian Red Boy. And on that day of July 8th of 2021, police would respond to a call of a shooting at 4:10 in the afternoon. The shooting happened on Chandran Avenue, and when police responded, they would find a 21-year-old male slumped in the front seat of a vehicle. He was shot multiple times, and he was pronounced dead on the scene. And this whole thing would be recorded on Instagram Live, while Indian Red Boy was on Instagram Live with baby Capone from Inglewood families. And it's ironic that his killer would actually have the same moniker as Capone. But like we said, the murder happened on July 8th of 2021. And don't forget that Infant Capone from the Rolling Hundreds actually bailed out on March 25th of 2021. So he was actually out on a $35,000 bail while he committed this murder. And like we said, Infant Capone from the Rolling Hundreds wasn't arrested until 5 months after the murder in December. And this right here would be why.
All right, like I said, I ain't seen this. So on my side, I have to say that because I don't know. These dudes are presumed innocent until proven guilty. That's all I can say. Shout out to Respectable Rants. I didn't see the video, so hopefully If he got the facts, he got the facts. But man, it's sad though, man. Like, you understand me? Like, look, man, like, you know, if they did get charged for this, they threw their life away. It's over. You know what I'm saying? It's over. You can hang it up. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, with murder, you're getting that life sentence. You're getting life. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if they, you know, most of the time it's without the possibility of parole. But, man, when I say these youngsters, man, we got to start. And, man, you know, from the original video, they said Indian Red Boy got killed over a female. You see what I'm saying? The person who put up on him knew exactly where he was at in Hawthorne at a female house. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, some nigga said, she gave the boy the address and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And some shit. But that's just alleged. That's not facts. But, you know, to see these dudes get caught up, man, this is just sad to see these youngsters. I don't care what hood they from, bro. It's just the fact that they threw their life away. You see what I'm saying? You know, that's in the way it happened. He just so happened to be on the internet with his homeboy. You see what I'm saying? And they talking about a nigga not having nothing on him. You know what I'm saying? And seconds later, he get hit. You know what I'm saying? And it was young. These man, both parties lost. The niggas who got caught for the murder, they were young. They threw their life away. And then, you know, Indian Red Boy lost his life. He was young. So, yeah, man, we got to be careful and start talking to these youngsters, man. Let's go.
Like we said, there would be 3 people on this case, and 2 of them would be from 5-5 neighborhood Crip. And they would both be arrested on October 27th of 2021, which was 2 months before Infant Capone would even be arrested or be a suspect in this case. And at first, it would only be the 2 members of 5-5 neighborhood that was arrested for the murder. And they would both end up cooperating with police and telling them exactly what happened. The first co-defendant would tell police that he lived nearby where the shooting happened, and they would pretty much.
Damn. Look at that. You see what I'm saying? Man, that's sad, bro. So, and like I said, this is just alleged. So with respect to Ren saying, it was 2 youngsters from 5-5 neighborhood who they actually tried to pin the murder on because they couldn't find the actual murder suspect. The nigga who actually killed Indian Red Boy was out on the streets. Now, I want y'all to really think about that. Just imagine, you know, you riding with y'all homeboys and shit, right? Y'all get away, and the nigga who actually killed the nigga, he out there in the streets, La Vida Loca. Nigga, he ain't sending no money, nothing, that making sure y'all got money on y'all books. And I'm talking to them YNs out there because this is what I'm starting to see that's happening over the course of time. Nigga, if we go sit down for this murder that we didn't do physically, nigga, you supposed to take care of me. They been stopped doing shit like that years ago. Now if you not looking out, like, nigga, I'm sitting up in here, nigga, you can't come, nigga, what? Nigga, you can't send no money up in this motherfucker? Nigga, you asked me to come on this mission with you. I drove you to, this is just a scenario, hypothetically. You asked me to drive you to the situation. I drive you to the situation, nigga, we all get away, and I end up getting caught, and you mean to tell me that you not throwing no money my way, nigga? You out here on Instagram popping it, living good, and having sex with some beautiful women, and I'm sitting up in here with all these niggas, and I didn't even want to come to your situation. You asked me to drive you, nigga, I drove you. Now I get caught up, and I'm stuck in here behind some shit that you called me to drive you for and some shit that you did. These little niggas, man, they telling, man, shit, niggas, then mama, she like, you know, the mama be like, baby, I don't care what it is. If you didn't do it, you tell them who it is. Tell me the name. You gotta be careful because you tell your mama go up there and file that report on them. That's why the game is so tricky. The game is so cold, man. You can't. It's cold, bro. And it's the thing. These YNs is not finna sit in jail for something that they didn't do. If they was the driver and he got caught, oh yeah. They don't know no better. They don't know no better, man. Hey, man, they don't know no better. And you know that now how they play, they like, man, look, you don't give up the nigga who did it, nigga. Nigga, you going down for it. They like, yeah, all right, whatever. They sit up in there and then they just be having, girls, go ahead and let me up out of here, man. No, let me up out of here, bro. Let me, hey, God's not, I ain't supposed to be up in here. Nah, nigga. Nigga, I had a dream of some catfish, some collard greens, my mama cooking and shit. Hell no, Thanksgiving, me and my kids calling and shit. These little niggas, boy, as tough as they look on these hood vlogs and all of this shit. And I'm not referencing towards the cats that's in this situation. I'm just giving a scenario because we started to see it. Every last, even when we seen the MLK, all them little niggas that's gang banging and all that gangster shit. Woo! Yeah, nigga, you looking good, baby. Yeah, you see that nigga beating out, that nigga knocking the shit out. They like, yeah, we beating that shit, nigga, knuckles all bloody. Yeah, now you sitting in jail for a murder that you didn't do. Shit, man, my bitch go through my cell. A nigga will tell because his girlfriend got his cell phone. And let me tell you something, a nigga is scared of his broad going through that cell phone, looking at all the bitches he been fucking with. He know he can't let her get that cell phone because he got to call her asking for some money. He needs some money on his books. You understand me? Shit, he's like, man, that's all you got to say. Man, hey, you know your girlfriend got your cell phone. She got my cell phone? Hey, let me call my mama, man. Let me call my mama. Let me call my mama. Not my cell phone. Oh, I was fucking with her cousin, too. I got pictures of her cousin in there. Oh, all right, man, what y'all want to know, man? Hey, what y'all want to know? Man, what y'all want to know? You let me out right now? These little niggas, boy. Woo, them niggas is telling like hey, go ahead and give me some KFC. Yep, give me that 2 pieces of the biscuit. Tell them I want some macaroni. I don't want no fries and shit. That shit blow me up and shit. Yeah, I know you niggas, yeah, you love me. Because they don't eat no red, these niggas ain't eat no red lobster and shit. That shit nasty. These little youngsters don't even eat seafood. So, yeah, give a nigga 2 pieces of the biscuit and it's on. Yeah. These dudes, look, bro, I honest to God, we know for sure. Let one of these niggas, these little niggas, they doing this shit because it's fun and they haven't got caught. The moment they get caught and they know, they like, bro, you was just a driver, bro. We don't really want you, bro. You look at you, bro. You don't even got a bump on your face, bro. We know you didn't do it, bro. He like, man, I ain't telling, man. I'm staying down. Yeah, all right, yeah. You're looking cute with your long hair and shit. Pretty sure you gonna see one of them booty bandits in there. Yeah, we gonna put you in a cell next to them people that like to go on a nigga Duke shoot. Yeah, nigga, and your enemies over there. They're scared of shit out. You mean, nigga? What you mean? Somebody gonna try to go up inside of me? Yeah, big niggas too. Yeah, your little ass. Yeah, you skinny. Yeah, you ain't no guns out here. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yep. You sit up in there. And they stage that shit. They got a nigga next to your cell. Like, yeah, boy. When they open these gates, boy, I'm gonna run up in you, boy. I hope you're ready, boy. He like, guards, guards. Hey, hell no. Man, these little niggas don't even know them games they used to play with them. Man, this shit is crazy work, man. So I highly suggest you youngsters go get a 9 to 5, bro. I know you think you can beat the game, but the game is undefeated, bro. Majority of these killings and the murders that's taking place in the streets, bro, everybody gets caught, bro. Nobody's getting away with shit. Don't y'all see this shit? How many times? Look, how many niggas you see actually go to court and beat their murder case? Who's really beating their cases now? It's technology everywhere. Cell phone towers. Look, bro, your big homies, they can't tell you how to operate in this type of generation. We wasn't born in this type of generation. We was born when niggas was go do juvenile life and come home. Nigga go catch one and be home by 25. Now they giving teenagers charged as an adult life. Or they'll make you fight your case for 2-3 years, let you turn 18, and then give your ass double life, bro. You're not telling these little niggas don't snitch. That you're not laying it down and say, hey, bro, if we go on a drive-by, bro, and you know what I'm saying, we all jump out and I did the shooting and you got caught, what do? You're not asking that nigga. They like, I ain't gonna say. You ain't tell that nigga, hey, bro, you just got to take that lick. If they don't catch me, bro, you got to take that lick, bro. Whoever get caught, take the lick. You're not explaining that to these YNs. So it's not registering that, nigga, if any one of us get caught, we got to take the lick. That's just the way it is. If not, Don't get your ass in this car. Don't bring your ass around here. You can't be from the set if you can't take it, nigga. Like, this happens in a game. Everybody, man, you know how do you know what he signed up for? Did you explain it to him? Or are you just expecting nigga to know? These youngsters don't know. Let's get back to the content, though, man. That's some cold game right there, boy. Let's go. Now, y'all know I'm saying some real shit, too, man.
While Indian Red Boy was on Instagram Live with Baby Capone from Inglewood Families. And it's ironic that his killer would actually have the same moniker as Capone. But like we said, the murder happened on July 8th of 2021. And don't forget that infant Capone from the Rolling Hundreds actually bailed out on March 25th of 2021. So he was actually out on a $35,000 bail while he committed this murder. And like we said, infant Capone from the Rolling Hundreds wasn't arrested until 5 months after the murder in December. And this right here would be why. Like we said, there would be 3 people on this case, and 2 of them would be from 5-5 Neighborhood Crip. And they would both be arrested on October 27th of 2021, which was 2 months before infant Capone would even be arrested or be a suspect in this case. And at first, it would only be the 2 members of 5-5 Neighborhood that was arrested for the murder. And they would both end up cooperating with police and telling them exactly what happened. The first co-defendant would tell police that he lived nearby to where the shooting happened. And they would pretty much tell detectives that they had no clue the shooting was going to take place. And they would both blame the whole thing on Capone 5, a.k.a.
Not even that. Look, I don't know, man. They both said, I didn't even know the shooting was going to take place. So his moniker, what they're saying, this is a whole new generation. I don't know these youngsters, man. So the person who they're alluding to who killed Indian Red Boy was a dude named Infant Capone, right? This is alleged because I don't know if this shit real or not. I guess, way respectable rents do it. He kind of showed his proof, his paperwork, his facts or some shit at the end. But Infant Capone is from Rolling Hundreds. And what he's alluding to is that these 2 dudes from 5-5 Neighborhood end up telling on old boy from Rolling Hundreds. Damn. Cold game, boy. Cold. I mean, you got that in everybody community, man. Everybody is just not going to be solid, bro. You know how we watch these hood vlogs and you see all of these gang bangers? Everybody that's out there is going to swear they solid. They're not going to never tell. They're not going to never fall until it happened. It's impossible, bro. It's impossible for I don't care what hood y'all from, bro. In everybody hood, there's always going to be somebody who's probably going to tell. It's just what it is, bro. These niggas don't, because they ain't been battle tested. They have not been battle tested, bro. As long as they could do their dirt, get away, uphold the image, and not get caught, until they get caught, you just don't know, bro. You just don't know, man. I honestly feel like niggas that don't go to jail, bro, be the niggas who are going to tell. Like, if you ain't never went to jail your whole gangbang career as a child, then you get in your 18s, all your friends is going to jail catching cases, and you still don't go to jail, and then now you got 1 foot out, but you still hanging around, and then you go to jail. Oh, yeah, nah, he like, shit, man. Well, man, shit, I should have had some more practice, baby. Shit, it's too late now, nigga. I'm 29. I'm 30 years old, baby. 30? Man, they talking about giving me, nigga, shit. Nigga, 30 years to life? Man, shit, nigga, I ain't know that, nigga. I was supposed to go to jail young. Yeah, see, that's why I say, man, you better make up your choice, man. Make up your mind, man. Let's go.
8 Infant Capone from the Rolling Hundreds. They would all then have to sit in the county jail while fighting this case for the next 3 years. But on February 6th of 2024, the first co-defendant would take a plea deal on this case. And since he gave a statement and testified, they would reduce the murder to assaulting a person with a semi-automatic firearm. And as you can see, the murder would say dismissed due to plea negotiation. But as you can see, the date would say November 8th of 2024, which would be 9 months after he took this plea deal. But that's because on November 8th of 2024 is the day that Capone 5 would start trial. So pretty much they would dismiss the murder as long as he testified on that day. And the second co-defendant would take his plea deal on October 30th of 2024, and he would have the murder reduced to assaulting a person with a semi-automatic firearm also. And like we said, he would also give a statement and testify on Infant Capone from Rolling Hundreds. And as for Capone number 5 from the Rolling Hundreds, he would be convicted by a jury and found guilty on November 8th of 2024. and he would be guilty on both counts. And even though he was found guilty on November 8th of 2024, he wouldn't be sentenced until a later date. But on that same day of November 8th of 2024, the first co-defendant would be sentenced to 6 years in state prison. But as you can see at the bottom, he would have 2,217 days of total credit, which would be exactly 6 years. So on that day of November 8th of 2024, the first co-defendant would be a free man. And as for the second co-defendant, he would be sentenced on November 20th of 2024, and they would give him 6 years in state prison also. But as you can see at the bottom, he would have 1,288 days of total credit, which would be 3.5 years. And as for Ife Capone from the Rolling Hundreds, while he was waiting to be sentenced, he would catch a few new cases while in the county jail. On March 18th of 2025, they would arrest him for a riot that happened in the county jail. And they would charge him with 1 count of battery by gassing a CO, 1 count of using force or violence in a county jail, and 1 count of concealing a dagger. And don't forget, he was already found guilty on the murder, so I'm sure this case didn't affect him much. But now he would be fighting this case, and he would still be waiting to be sentenced for the murder. And 9 months after being found guilty, they would sentence him to 29 years to life on August 22nd of 2025. As you can see, 25 years to life for the actual crime, plus 4 years consecutive to count 1 for enhancements. And as for count 2, the felon in possession of a firearm, they would give him
25 to life. They gave him 25 to life. Those was his friends. They said he got told on by 2 people, which was his friends. Ain't that how it always happen? Ain't that how it always happen? Your friends end up being the ones that tell on you. You see what I'm saying? This is the paperwork. So, to show you the charges and what the sentencing was, and how y'all feel about that though, man? How y'all feel about that? You see what I'm saying? You go on a mission with some of your comrades from and that you got an alliance with, and nigga end up, you the shooter, and your partners from other cards, end up like, shit, nigga, I didn't shoot that nigga, man. I didn't do it, nigga. Them niggas was sitting up in jail. They were sitting up in jail for what? He said 6 months. They sat up in jail for 6 months. 6 months. And the way what I'm thinking how these youngsters is, they're thinking if they stay down, you're supposed to take care of them because they had other obligations before they got caught. They wasn't the shooter, and look what they said. They said, I didn't even know the nigga was gonna shoot. I didn't know he was gonna kill that nigga. And they sitting in jail, and you're not reaching out, sending nothing to these dudes so they could take care of their families because they can't take care of their families in that county jail. This is what I'm thinking how these youngsters is thinking. They like, shit, nigga, we didn't kill that nigga. We didn't know. And just say, for instance, they really didn't know that dude was going to make his move. And I'm asking y'all in the chat, what do you think the actual killer supposed to do? These niggas is young. None of them got no money. But like I said, when, in gang culture, it gives you a license to kill. So do y'all feel like the nigga who actually killed Indian Red Boy was supposed to take care of those 2 niggas that was sitting in jail? While they was in jail, he was out free, living his life. But the niggas who he was with was in jail, starving, hungry, can't take care of their families. What should have been done, chat? Let me hear some of them comments in the comment section. Because these youngsters, they don't understand. I know some of these youngsters go look at this shit. You see what I'm saying? You got to take the L regardless. 100%. You should have never went on that mission. Regardless, you should have never went on that mission. Yeah. And it's so cold because, if they snitched, I'm still saying alleged because I didn't personally see the paperwork, right? I don't want to accuse none of these dudes for anything. There's no consequences for snitching now. What's the repercussion of snitching? They guilty by association. All right. Yeah, man. So I guess that's it. So yeah, that's cold game. 20. Now you got 25 to life.
The murder. And 9 months after being found guilty, they would sentence him to 29 years to life on August 22nd of 2025. As you can see, 25 years to life for the actual crime, plus 4 years consecutive to count 1 for enhancements. And as for count 2, the felon in possession of a firearm, they would give him 2 years to run concurrent with count 1. And just 6 days after being found guilty, they would dismiss the case of the riot in the county jail. And they would dismiss every single count on August 28th of 2025.
Oh, that nigga was turned up. He like, shit, I already got life. Bro. It's nigga, what? Nigga, he trying to make his name. He trying to build his name off the back, nigga. He know he finna go to the Penta. He's finna do a long stretch. He want his name to ring bells, so when he get up in there, he got some respect. Yeah, man, that shit is crazy work, bro. Nigga, so 29 to life. 25 years old with 29 to life. You see what I'm saying? He's in there for life. He got life. They gave him an L. Life. You see what I'm saying? And you was out 5 months after the murder. Why would you stay in California after the murder? If the 2 niggas that was already in jail, this how paranoid I would be. I'm like, damn, I don't got no money for these niggas. I don't got no bread. I'm the nigga who actually did it, alleged. Why in the hell would I still stay in California? Why would you stay in the same place, city, where you know you got 2 niggas? If you don't feed, let me just say this. This is just common sense, bro. If you don't feed a dog, it's gonna turn on you. Oh, listen to me. If you don't feed a dog, it's gonna turn on you. If you don't feed the dog, it's going to turn on you. Why are we sitting here? Man, let me tell you, man, look, you know what I know, bro? It's going to turn on you, fool. It's going to turn on you. It ain't, fuck they going to stay around for? Nigga, what? What if that person, man, come on, this nigga probably, what if these niggas had cars, jewelry, family, responsibility, and you leaving them niggas stuck up in there like that? Come on, gang. If that's the case, if them niggas is in jail and behind my shit, I'm out here robbing Peter to pay Paul. I'm not finna be out here partying, hanging. I got 2 niggas sitting in jail behind my shit. And if I don't take care of these niggas, you can't tell me that my mind won't be paranoid that they might just drop a dime. How I know these niggas, they not from my neighborhood. These, y'all from this neighborhood, they from that neighborhood. Of course, I'm gonna assume, yeah, nigga, we cool from around the way. You not my everyday homeboy. Come on, nigga. I gotta assume that if I don't take care of you niggas and I know you niggas didn't do the murder, why would I just not think that y'all wouldn't tell? Come on, bro. This ain't nothing to play with, bro. Y'all gotta think, man. You gotta think. Let's go.
However, just 3 days later, on September 1st of 2025, he would be arrested again for a whole new case. And they would charge him with 1 count of custodial possession of a weapon. But after just 2 months, they would dismiss this case due to lack of a speedy trial on November 14th of 2025. So as of right now, Infant Capone, aka Capone 5 from the Rolling Hundreds, is serving a 29-year to life sentence for the murder of Indian Red Boy. And that right there is going to wrap it up for the story. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. But comment, like, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. It's Respectable Rants.
All right. Man, that's a cold game, man. I hope y'all learned something from that, man. Rest in peace to the young man who lost his life. We gotta say rest in peace to the young man who actually got convicted of the murder, because not 1 life was taken. 2 lives were taken. The man who was convicted, 29 to life, bro. You got riot charges and all of that type of shit, bro. Come on, man. They tell you how to work the program, and the program go help you. And man, them dudes don't. Man, it's once every blue moon they might let some of these cats out that got them murders and them L's behind their jacket and shit, man. But most of them, man, they get stuck behind the walls. And he's 25 now. Watch what's going to happen at 25. Watch what's going to happen when he becomes 35 years old. He's not going to be the same person with the same mentality. And this is repetitive. He's going to get older. He's going to be like, shit, man, you know, when I was 25 years old, man, I got convicted of a murder. You see what I'm saying? Fortunately, the murder that, you know, he got hit with was all over the internet, which means every time he go for a pill and all that shit, they're going to be able to go look at the massacre that happened. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, you can stand in front of that judge and say, man, you know, I was 25 years old, man. I didn't have no love. I didn't have no family. I thought this was what life is about. And they be like, man, you want a second chance, but can that person who died get a second chance and come back up to earth? You can't, they ain't gonna be able to do that. So, you know, and then, you know, we'll see him, hopefully, man, you know, niggas start looking at these between the line videos, because you see, that's why I highly recommend, go check out that YouTube channel, Between the Line. You're going to see dozens and dozens of niggas from all over California. Niggas like, man, they gave me 147 years to life. You know, when I was young, I was out there gang banging, tripping hard, willing to kill and steal and all that stuff. And now look at me, I'm 40-something years old, man. I go to school. I got my college degree. I actually, you know, I go to the church. I'm a deacon at the church behind the yard, and, you know, and all this shit, man. I help. I'm doing this. Man, I cook. I'm a chef. I don't even live the life I used to live when I was in them streets. You know what I'm saying? And you will see their life be like, man, I'm changed. I'm not even the same person. So that's why I say, man, y'all check that shit out, man. Y'all like, hype, and subscribe, man. We got more content coming. And I'll see you on the next video. Let go.